Let's look at a sample problem. How might we use the order of operations to solve algebraic expressions that look like this? Well, the order of operations is going to be helpful because it basically spells out exactly what we're going to do, the order in which we perform the operations we see here. Now, even though the math is not particularly difficult, right? 5 times 3 plus 4 minus 6 divided by 2, there is only one correct answer, right? And only one correct order in which to do these operations. So what is the correct order? Well, we're going to use the acronym PEMDAS to help us out. So this is a helpful acronym to help us remember the correct order in which we do these operations, right? So the first one, P, stands for parentheses. That's the first one we do. And these are symbols that look like this, right? The brackets or the curve-shaped objects. This just means, hey, focus and start here. We have to do all the math inside of these little brackets first before we continue on to the second step, exponents, right? That's when a number is raised to the power of another number, 2 squared or x squared. And then, actually, you know what? For the third and fourth step, I'm actually going to write multiplication and division together and addition and subtraction together. Now, why might I do that? Well, here's why. Multiplication and division, and addition and subtraction, can be thought of as two operations occurring as a pair, meaning I'm not necessarily going to multiply before I divide, nor am I necessarily going to add before I subtract. You simply work from left to right. Let me give you a quick example. Suppose I had 15 divided by 5 times 3. Now, when you say the word PEMDAS right out loud and you verbalize it or you write it down, M does come before D. But remember, these are going to occur as a pair. So if I actually do 5 times 3 first, that's actually incorrect. I simply work from left to right. So I'm going to do 15 divided by 5, right, which gives me 3. Then I multiply to 3 to get 9. Suppose I had 5 minus 3 plus 4, right? I'm going to do whatever's to the left first and work my way to the right. 5 minus 3 is 2. 2 plus 4 gives me the correct answer of 6. So that's important to keep in mind. It's a common pitfall when working with the order of operations. Let's jump back to the main problem. Okay, let's go down the list. I noticed by looking at this expression, hey, I don't have any parentheses. Awesome. Don't have to worry about them. Nor do I have any exponents. Great. Moving down the list swiftly here. Let's go to 3 because I definitely see some multiplication and division. So now that I'm on step 3, I do have to do these two together as a pair before I do addition subtraction. I notice that there's multiplication and division here, so I'm going to focus just on these two parts of the problem and do it from left to right. So I can kind of ignore this 4 here for a second. Okay, so 5 times 3, right, is going to be 15. Then I'm going to hop over here, right, negative 6 divided by 2. Watch out for the sign there. Make sure that comes along with it. So negative 6 divided by positive 2 is negative 3. Then I bring the 4 down. Awesome. Multiplication, division is all set. Now I'm going to do addition and subtraction from left to right. 15 plus 4, right, that gives me 19. Bring down the 3. 19 minus 3 gives me the correct answer of 16. Okay, suppose I had negative 4 plus 2 times the quantity of negative 2 plus 5 squared. Alrighty, let's start from the top. Let's go down the list. So let's start with parentheses. Do I see any? Yes, right here. Okay, so awesome. This is kind of the visual indicator to say, hey, start here, do everything inside the parenthesis first. So I'm going to work from left to right within the parenthesis. Negative 2 plus 5, right, is going to give me positive 3. Bring the rest of the problem down here. Awesome. Did that. Next up is exponents. I noticed that the 3, right, or the quantity, whatever number I get after I do the result here, gets moved to the second power. So I'm going to do that next. So that ends up becoming negative 4 plus 2. 3 raised to the second power is like saying 3 times 3, which gives me 9. Awesome. Exponents are done. Now I'm on to any multiplication or division. Yep, that's occurring right here, right? Anytime a number is written right next to something else or kind of brushed up against another number or a variable, that just simply means multiplication. So positive 2 times positive 9, that gives me positive 18, right? All set there. And now nothing's left but addition and subtraction from left to right. Negative 4 plus 18 gives me positive 14. Well, there you go. That is how we can use the acronym PEMDAS to help us out to solve these algebraic expressions. Just remember, multiplication and division, as well as addition and subtraction, they kind of occur as a pair. So we're not necessarily going to do one before the other. Anytime we're on that step, we're simply just going to work from left to right. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this video helpful, please rate it a thumbs up and share it with a friend who might also need to see this video, who might be struggling with order of operations. And please subscribe. I'll see you in the next video.